What's going on, guys? We are the
Takes.
We're the Takes, and this is Questions on the Red Couch. Open up this big red book here. All right, first question.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. How are folk rock and country music different? Ooh, that's a fire question. Guido, you want to start us off?
That is a difficult question to answer because I feel like with a lot of genres or trying to characterize, genres, it's like nowadays, like the lines are really blurred. And
facts.
I think we consider ourselves a folk band, but we definitely dabble in the country kind of scene a little bit. How are they different, Fritz?
I think folk and country share a lot of the same genes and genetic makeup, and so
DNA.
it's a very thin, like as Guido said, it's just really thin line. I think right now country folk western rock music is really having like a revival, so that's been really cool to see for us. It's really exciting to see people kind of getting back into those roots. How are they different? I don't know. I think for me, folk is more stripped back and like
it's folk rock too, not just folk.
Folk rock, even just more like stripped and honest. And country to me can be like, not that folk can't, but country to me is a little more like epic and grand and kind of like storytelling.
A little more honky.
Yeah, a little more honky. And I think that's kind of for me the line is.
I would agree. When I hear country, like the word country, I think like kind of more pop country, like there's a girl in a red sundress in the back of a pickup truck drinking beer, which is sick. But I think, and that's not what country always used to be, right? Like country, like Willie Nelson and, Merle Haggard and all those guys, like that was, kind of earlier country and stuff. And I would say folk rock is more like, just having the range to kind of be more singer-songwritery and like kind of strip back, but then also kind of dial it up and, play with a live band, right? Like a folk artist is like, Bob Dylan, like, just him and his guitar and his harmonica, whereas like a folk rock band would be like probably, Bob Dylan and a drummer and a guitar player and a bass player. You know what I mean? It's like
and a bunch of electric instruments.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. So I would say, I don't know, folk rock is definitely more like singer-songwritery and kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say more creative because that's not at all true. But I don't know. Country music feels more like kind of hip, like the pop of the Western world, I guess.
Especially now.
But country isn't all Western. It's
true.
Clear. It's not. Usually most of it
Don't
isn't.
listen to us.
A lot of rappers doing country music right now.
Oh my God, bro. Literally. It's like everyone wants to be a country artist, bro. Which is, that's cool, but,
But we do appreciate our country music.
That's good. That's
Charlie
true.
Crockett, we love you.
Shout out
Hey,
Charlie
Charlie.
Crockett.
But like,
I'm a $10 cowboy. Next question. Should people visit Oregon?
No.
Ooh.
Don't fucking come. Stay the fuck out.
if you love the outdoors, Oregon's an excellent place for you.
If you want to ski, fish, go to the sand dunes, surf, whitewater raft all in the same day, come to Oregon. It's sick. It rains a shit ton. We can swear. It rains a fuck ton, but it's so beautiful. And the Pacific Northwest is great. Portland, we have our issues. We're all from Portland, but we love it. We're loyal. And yes, people should visit Oregon, but they shouldn't stay in Oregon. They should leave it.
Yeah.
For us.
It's beautiful. It's an amazing state. I have nothing but amazing things to say about Oregon. Growing up there, like we all fish and ski, and we're very lucky and privileged to be able to do that. And Oregon is just, I feel a lot of pride about Oregon. I feel like Oregon gets majorly slept on, and
Facts. People like Seattle and Washington.
And I think it's had like its big struggles in the last few years, and I really truly believe that it's gonna kind of have a turnaround here in the next couple years. And I feel really cool being in a band from Portland right now. I think we can almost like help kind of reshape what the idea of Portland and Oregon can look like.
Here.
And it's beautiful. It's stunning. And I feel very lucky to be from Oregon.
Oregon's sick. Oregon is sick. Underrated for show.
What do you think of city people who don't like natural/outdoor activities?
Nature.
I would say
I'd say you do your thing, man.
Yeah,
There's no
like-
the outdoors is like an accessibility thing. If you grew up in the city and you have
Nice.
no access to the outdoors, like you I don't know, like that's perfectly all right. But one thing I got to say is it doesn't matter where you are. There's trees that grow. You're gonna see wildlife if you have a watchful eye.
Yeah.
You know, so the one like beautiful thing about nature is it's everywhere. So even if you're in New York City,
100%. And like, if spending time outside or like in nature isn't like really your jam, like you can still appreciate like the outdoors and like environmental protection and protecting the planet and like not killing fucking everything that moves, right? I don't know. I think what I would say though is that people who haven't been exposed to outdoor activities and had the privilege to like spend a lot of time in the outdoors, like make an effort to do so, because it is like, I don't know, we live on a crazy planet, so it's like go outside and go on a hike and look for a bird or whatever. It's jump in a river, swim in a lake, hike, climb a mountain.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add.
There's nothing wrong with people not being
Climb a mountain and turn around.
Yeah, exactly. Stevie Nicks, man. Nothing wrong with not being in the outdoors and nature, but definitely
It's really good for you.
it's good for you. It's good vibes. It's good vibes.
next question.
Next question.
This is for Sumner.
Okay,
This
I'll
is-
read,
I don't even want to read
This question is not for me.
I'll read the question for Sumner. If a Brad Pitt,
You really scrolled on the fucking social media.
if a Brad Pitt biopic ever
Is it biopic? Biopic?
Biopic, yeah.
Biopic.
Yeah.
All right.
is ever filmed, would you play young Brad Pitt?
If Brad Pitt biopic was ever filmed, would you? Absolutely. Brad Pitt is a dog. This guy is an incredible actor.
He's in
and
Fight
just
Club, man.
so handsome. And yeah, dude, Fight Club. Could I do it? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You kidding me, bro? Fucking, what are you talking about? What do you know what I mean, dude? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to act yet, but I do appreciate sometimes when people say I look like Brad Pitt. Do I actually think that? No, but it's flattering. I'll take it as a compliment. But yeah, dude, put me in the acting game.
I would watch you in like
River
Brad
Runs
Pitt
Through It
biopic.
Part 2.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Let's run it back, man.
We're a bunch of fly fishermen, so I feel like it would work out.
Yeah,
It would work
I
out just fine.
It'd be great.
Yes, I would. Yeah, that's a funny question, man. You really did your research.
Brad, if you're watching,
Yeah, Brad, we're big fans of you. What's your favorite environment to perform?
I think for me,
That's a good question.
and I think this is true for a lot of artists, is all of us would much rather play to a 50 cap room with 50 people in it than a 1,000 cap room with 300 people in it. And I think it's important to play in small rooms that feel really big, because you really, when you're on stage, you really feed off of that. And
Yeah,
watching like a small group of people who are amped and singing your songs and like pushing kids around is always so much more fun than playing to a room that's dead and empty.
Facts.
And so yeah, loud, rowdy, and intimate and tight. I think that's what we love.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said any better.
Yeah, I think that's really well said. And it's like one cool thing that we've been able to do over the last couple of years is like play slightly bigger and bigger venues and pack everyone. And it's like, oh wow, we packed a 100 cap room and then we pack a 200 cap room, and it's like seeing the growth, you know what I mean, is like the coolest thing. And but yeah, you feed off the crowd. Like if there's if you're playing a concert and there's, even if there's a lot of people but no one's moving, it's like it's hard to feel like you sound good and have the confidence to keep going. So I don't know, intimate environments where the crowd is just right in front of you in your face. I like to take solos in the crowd and like walk through the crowd and play into that kind of thing. But I also will say college shows are so fun. And like anyone who's played college shows knows that, because it's like a bunch of drunk college kids just loving just the time, listening to music. Like you cannot ask for a better like crowd. And it's just like such a fun vibe. Outdoor concerts are also fun, playing in the grass. We've played a couple of gigs on the grass where
Shout out Tasha Miller.
shout out Tasha Miller, where we've all electrocuted ourselves because we do not know how to handle our own equipment. Anyway, moving on.
What's something you do for fun that people wouldn't expect? Good question.
Ooh, nice question.
As a joke, I started grading IPAs, and so I have an IPA grader account where I just rate IPAs that are around and from the Pacific Northwest, obviously, like a lot of amazing microbreweries. And so I have this Instagram, it's called IPA Grader. Give it a follow. So I'll drink a beer and give a rating out of 10. Usually give a paragraph or two about it, and that's pretty fun.
If there's any beers that you recommend, drop them in the comments.
Put it in the comment section.
He needs more beers to review, but
Always.
I don't know. That's a great question. Just whitewater rafting is like kind of underrated. Just like spending time just like floating down rivers, pretty cool. It's kind of random, but you know.
I feel like we watch a lot of Blazer basketball.
Oh, shout out Blazers!
Go Blazers!
Very loyal.
Go
Dame,
Blazers!
come
Jabari
back.
Walker, you're the man.
Come back, Dame. We need a chip. What can we expect on your upcoming project? I would say that you can expect a really cool blend of folk music with rock. Obviously, we're a folk rock band, but like it's not the most, we're a rock and roll band. But this first EP, or I guess it'd be our second EP, is kind of more of a softer, more gentler project. Later on, we're gonna release some more heavier kind of more crazier rock project. But this one is just like a really kind of soulful, soothing, just honest, intimate kind of project and record. And I think you can expect a lot of like really cool imagery. You'll find out a lot about where we come from, what we enjoy, just by some of the lyrics. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I have nothing really to add. It's pretty chill. It's a very chill, relaxed. It's very beautiful. But yeah, it's
Lay Hold May 24th EP. It's dropping.
Check it out.
It's this is just the beginning, but we're trying to ultimately bring rock and roll music back to the younger generations, back to the mainstream, and kind of our take of it is like a little Western inspired, a little folk inspired rock music. And we're just a live band, so come see us live. And yeah.
What is the best and the worst part about being in a band? I think the best part is like creating something out of nothing. Sharing experience with a bunch of people. Everyone kind of has their own input, right? Like a bunch of different creative minds kind of come together and creating something that I think wouldn't be the same if it came from any one individual. It's like a collective effort. So I think that's kind of one of the best parts of being in a band.
I would agree. I think that like being able to collaborate creatively on like artwork, whether that is, songs or poems or, drawings and designs, is just like the coolest thing. And it's just really fun playing music with your friends and just playing in front of hundreds of people and then playing in front of no one, just in your rehearsal space, and just kind of like traveling around and sleeping on couches and doing the thing and selling merch. Like that's all really fun. The worst part about being in the band is probably just, I mean, it's kind of a blessing and like a curse, but like, you're definitely married to like three individuals, you know what I mean? Like, your band, like you spent literally every day together. And while that is awesome, it can be, tough sometimes. So, having good communication and chemistry helps a lot. But it's honestly been really, really great. And Fritz, I don't know how you feel. Probably ready to fucking jump ship, hanging out with it.
I'm out of here. Best part about being, I think the best part is the same. It's that we get to make music, and it's something that I will do regardless of anything. I will always be playing music, and
Facts.
I think it's really just an amazing thing that we get to do as a collective, and it's just very special. We're very lucky to do it. And the worst part, there's no, I don't know, like it's just it's all relative, really, like
Relativity.
Yeah, I mean, there's good days and there's bad days, and as long as you yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I have nothing bad to say about,
you're gonna start
being in a band.
tearing up, man.
I feel like with everything, there's always challenges, whether you're in a band or you have a normal job, or doesn't matter what it is, there's always gonna be challenges, and that's just kind of comes with the territory.
It's about finding the silver linings and taking the worst energy and just making it better. And just like, I don't know, sometimes the best artwork comes from the hardest times and the darkest moments of your life. And so it's all about like kind of curating that and making something special out of it, because it will be honest if you're telling the truth and you're being sensitive and being what's the word for
Real.
Yeah, just being a fucking real one. You know what I mean? Not lying to yourself, not lying to the people. You know. Yeah, being in a band is sick. Live music is sick.
It's sick.
Rock and roll is sick.
We have fun.
Yeah, sleeping on the couches though on the road a bunch that's tough. That's a hard part.
Unless
of
it was
band.
this red couch, I would be on
Dude,
it.
I would.
We're
pass
sleeping.
on
We're
the
sleeping
shit.
here, by the way.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, we're moving in.
We're not playing our gig tonight. We're just
Yeah.
gonna kick it here. I think that's
We did it.
that's
Hey,
it. We
hurrah.
did it. Red Couch Show, baby.
Thanks, Red Couch Show.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting us. We're the Takes for a Western rock band from Portland, Oregon, and we're on tour right now. We have a new EP called Layhold coming out May 24th, with the day we play at Bottle Rock.
Yeah.
And yeah, we hope to see you guys on the road. And thanks to you guys for fucking making this happen. And
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers.